Hey everybody, Tara Green here giving you the weekend astrology weather report. So this is for Saturday on the 15th of April above and Sunday the 16th of April. So as you can see, the moon, which is always the mood of the day, is in the sign of Aquarius on Saturday for most of the day. And the moon makes nice, easy, supportive, positive sextiles to Jupiter in Aries and then the sun in Aries. So this should be a kind of fire and air, fire and air are both traditionally outgoing, aggressive kind of signs, especially the sun in Aries. And then, it's time to get busy. Moon in Aquarius, you can be a bit more detached, a bit more objective. It's good for networking. It's good for connecting with people. And then Jupiter and the sun, we're just in this amazing conjunction the other day. They're still pretty close together. And then as you can see at 11:16 a.m., the moon goes what's called void of course. That little symbol here means void of course. You can see that there, void of course. So that means that the moon is in between aspects to the 7 classical planets, and the 7 days of the week are named after the 7 planets. So then the moon, so while the moon is void of course, it's considered not good to start anything. The traditional reference is that nothing good will come of this. So it's good for doing mundane things. So just do, basic stuff around the house or responsibilities, just things that you have to do, take care of. And then the moon enters Pisces at 6:57 p.m. That's in, again, this is in Eastern Daylight Time. The darker is in Pacific Daylight Time. And so the moon in Pisces is time for us to really feel emotional, to let go. Pisces is the 12th sign, so traditionally it is associated with introversion, with being invisible, with being behind the scenes, with really withdrawing, like pulling like a turtle into its shell. And so Pisces moon is always very spiritual, very psychic, very emotional. Our dreams are heightened, our psychic energy is heightened. So we have to be careful that we're not overwhelmed by other people's emotions. So the need for boundaries is what Pisces really needs to learn. And that's why Saturn is in Pisces right now, since March the 7th until 2025, 2026, because we need to learn to have some spiritual boundaries and stop that fake news and stop bleeding into each other and stop, projecting. And really it's about understanding that what we think reality is and we think spirituality is are all one. So there you can see the moon conjunct Saturn 10:58 p.m. That's Pacific Daylight Time, and then on the 16th at 1:58 a.m. So that's a good, serious dreaming time. Saturn represents the father. It represents karma. It represents past lives. It represents maturity. So spiritual lessons. It's a good time to learn spiritual lessons in your dreams. So before you go to sleep at night, you tell yourself, I will be awake in my dreams. I will remember my dreams. And you ask to really be aware of the spiritual lessons that you have to complete right now, the spiritual debts you have to pay, the karmic debts. Saturn is the cosmic tax man. So, the debts of the father, the sins of the father, we're responsible now to wake up, to take responsibility for whatever happened in the past. And all we can do is change ourselves. And by doing that, everything changes. So the moon then squares Venus in Gemini, actually in the middle of the night as well. So lots of gabby dreams, lots of talking dreams. Women, Venus in Gemini is kind of like butterfly images, fairies, kind of that kind of thing. So they may appear. Conversations that you've had recently, maybe appearing in the dream, and you should pay attention to those, because often we do just dream and they're just a kind of repeat of what's going on in the day. We know that, right? And then the moon trines Mars in Cancer at 1:49 p.m. So this is very much about feeding our souls. Mars in Cancer is about food. I don't know about you, but I've been feeling hungry all the time with Mars in Cancer. It's about being passionate about family, about your home, about your feelings, really expressing your feelings, although Mars in Cancer is traditionally passive-aggressive, but the moon in Pisces there gives you an ability to transcend it, to not to get rid of them, not to deny them, but to really feel them and to offer your feelings, your anger, your resentment, whatever, Mars rules Scorpio and Aries, whatever you're angry about, and offer it up as a kind of sacred offering of energy, and that way it will transmute, because everything is all about energy, vibration. Energy cannot be destroyed. It can only change form and dimension. And then the moon sextiles Mercury in Taurus, 7:24 p.m. That's good to listen to your gut instincts. It's a bit more grounded. We bring the emotional, watery, spiritual. Pisces is spiritual and water meant consciousness. Mercury in Taurus is very much about your mind and the body being at one. So it's a good time to meditate, a good time to get a massage, give a massage, pay attention to the body as the temple. How good are you at taking care of your physical temple? Your soul needs it. And then the moon sextiles Uranus, that's only in Pacific Daylight Time, and then of course in Eastern Daylight Time on the next day, on the 17th already. Again, it's unexpected, unpredictable, could affect cryptocurrencies, financial markets. Be careful about losing money. Moon in Pisces is about losing money. So don't be too spontaneous. I mean, Taurus likes to be stable, but Uranus there is like the cosmic cattle prod, I call it. So again, you could hook up some connections in some weird way. It could be nice synchronicities as well, but just maybe feeling like it's coming at you from left field. So I want to wish you all the best blessings. There is solar energies going on. We're getting ready. We're in the shadow of the eclipse. So the eclipse happens on April the 19th in Pacific Daylight Time and early on the 20th in Eastern Daylight Time. I am going to do a live workshop on the 19th as the eclipse is going on at Pacific Daylight Time to prepare you for it. So if you want to join up for that workshop, you can send me an email at taragreentarot@gmail.com. And yeah, I'll put you on that list. I'll give you the information. I'm also going to be posting about it on my blog at infinitynow.wordpress.com. So you can also check the links and check that out, and I'd be happy to see you there so we can all really push. It's going to be a very intense eclipse at the very last degree of Aries, 29 Aries, a lot of anger, a lot of energy, and squaring Pluto and Aquarius. That's really the major aspect, and conjunct a couple of major fixed stars as well. So again, April the 19th, join me for a live guided meditation that'll be at 8 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. I'll explain what the eclipse is all about, what it means for you, and take you on a very deep, intense guided meditation. Everything that you pray about on a total solar eclipse is magnified 1,000,000 times. So you don't put things out there, you send out prayers. Okay? All right, sending you blessings. Get in touch with me at taratarot.com.